just to put it out there, I have kind of like a lot of crushes on some trans men. How are you guys? How you guys doing? I haven't been speaking about the LGBT stuff in a minute. I don't know why I stopped, but I just didn't speak about them. But I think one of the things that I've noticed about the LGBT community is the discrimination against bisexuals. I personally have friends who are bisexuals, like who are dating. Currently, some of them are dating men, some are dating women. I think that the whole discrimination is really getting to me sometimes. I mean, when I started dating, I also started dating men first before I started dating women, because I was trying to find myself, and one thing that people think is that they think those people are still finding themselves. But here's the thing, man. This whole thing is really upsetting, because as much as people say that they did not choose to be lesbian or gay, I think that also bisexuals did not choose to be bisexuals. Lesbians who are saying that they would not date bisexuals because they're gonna date men at the end of the day. But listen, you don't choose who you fall in love with. You don't choose who you're going to date or whatever. Love is love at the end of the day. And this whole exclusion of bisexuals, it's really kind of like annoying, to be honest. I won't lie to you. I used to be very skeptical about dating one until I realized that, hey man, like if the person loves you, they'll be with you. People think that, like for example, most lesbians, they cheat to death. But what about cheat, like, and they're thinking it's actually okay to cheat. But when a bisexual dates a lesbian and then the next day they date a man, it's wrong to them. But people need to understand that we are all here living our lives, making our own choices. If you don't like bisexuals, then why don't you just don't date them? But the whole discrimination against them, I was looking at this other status. This other girl was like, yo, lesbians like bisexuals, they hurting themselves. Dude, like, if a bisexual hurt you, then don't reflect on that in the community, in the entire community. Not everyone in the entire community is against bisexuals. Some people are there to support anyone who is in the community and who is trying to find their feet, and not their feet, but their role in the society. If I choose tomorrow to date a man, I know a couple of people, they'll be like, but didn't she say that she's lesbian? If I choose to be pregnant and be impregnated by a man tomorrow and not even go to the whole the procedure of I forgot what they call that, but if I want to sleep with a man, I'll sleep with a man. At the end of the day, people need to understand that we all entitled to do our own thing. If I feel like I want to explore my sexuality even further and even date like men while I call myself a lesbian, I can do that. If I want to do anything, it should be up to me. Being bisexual or being lesbian or being whatever, or even this whole thing of lesbians who are being discriminated because they have slept with men before they became lesbian, and they just guys, like, we all explore ourselves in different ways. I tell people all the time, and a lot of people, they saying that we hide under the word queer as bisexuals. Dude, like, If I say that I'm a chicken, like a chicken nugget, like Razi he say he is, it doesn't matter really. Like, what matters is that I'm living and I'm exploring myself, and I am doing whatever I want. And I think that it's about time, most lesbians actually accept that being bisexual, it's your choice. Whether people like it or not, it doesn't matter really. Whether you guys always say that the society does not accept you, then why aren't you accepting your own? I mean, I consider bisexuals under the whole umbrella. Then why aren't you accepting your own? It's like a hypocritical thing to say when you say that you want the society to accept you, but when you don't really accept your own. Because I am really tired. I sometimes feel like, like I once tried to punch this other lesbian in her face because she was discriminating against this bisexual woman. I almost punched her. Guys, if you're gonna have these talks where you are literally discriminating bisexuals, don't involve me in those, because I don't think that that's healthy. Next thing, people are really going to be saying that we are a community that is rainbow, like a rainbow nation, and we are loving each other. But once we get in those spaces, those safe spaces that we call safe spaces, then things change. People look at each other weird, like classism, there's like racism, there's like all these things. I really think that we need to change as the community. If you are going to be a community that want to be accepted in the society, you really need to change your ways and accept bisexuals. Those are things that are really upset me. Like the women who have kids, the women who have families, and who are really like in love with their families, and when they choose to be like, yo, I think I'm into women, I don't think that it's our job to judge them and be like, oh, I thought you were straight. It's not our jobs. Maybe the reason why they left the marriage is because they felt like they were lying to themselves, as queers. We just need to accept ourselves and accept the fact that we have bisexuals, we have trans people in the community, we have people